Hi, I'm Rachel, co-creator of Rise Gatherings, retreat experiences for women, and I am here today with Susan Padron for another episode of Rise TV. And Susan is an intuitive stylist.
Yes.
And she's going to talk with me today about my style.
Yes, and I love that you were able to share some of your favorite pieces with me today so we can talk about how they reflect you and how you want to be seen when you show up in the world. First, I want you to tell me a little bit about the outfit that you have on today. You know, what made you choose this, and you know, what do you feel like it says about you?
These are comfy pants. It's like comfy yet still my style. There's like a style to it. So these pants are my go-tos really for that. And then I'm totally into these new sneaks that I feel like I could actually dress up or play down a little bit, but they add a little flair. A bodysuit, which I've now purchased like 10 of them this season because I won't go out without a bodysuit.
I love bodysuits.
And then I threw a little sweater on, and I feel like now I'm into this mix match. So like, it doesn't really matter if I think it matches. When I look at myself, do I feel that I'm put together and that I feel like I'm me? Yeah. So then I'm out of the house.
You know, when people compliment you, they're complimenting you on individual pieces that you're wearing, I'm sure. But the reason that they're becoming attracted to you and your outfit and what you're wearing is because of those confident vibes.
It really resonates with me because I think a lot of people, I hear them say with my hair, oh, I could never do that. I could never pull that off.
Yeah.
Or whatever I'm wearing, like I would never think to wear that, but it looks so great.
Yeah.
And what I think they're picking up is the confidence factor.
Absolutely. So let's talk about some of these super fun pieces. I love what we're looking at today. I'm just like, oh my gosh, like I would want to wear it. I'm excited about them.
But I did say that when I looked at this spread, I said nothing here is from any more than 1 or 2 years ago.
Right.
You know, they're all new, as in reflecting kind of my transformation into a newer, more me. You know?
What are your 3 words that you would use to describe yourself?
I would say unique and dynamic and something softer too, like loving.
I love that.
Yeah.
And you know, just looking at the pieces that we pulled to really highlight today, I think that those words are very resonant with just everything that we have. Putting together some unusual pieces, but I love pairing these pieces together because it's unexpected. Because you know, you typically think like, okay, leopard print's a little bit more elevated, a little bit funkier. Pairing it with, you know, these sweatpants, it's a little bit more surprising. It kind of gives it an edgier, almost like a hip hop kind of vibe too, which I'm like totally feeling.
But I was like totally a competitive hip hop dancer in high school.
No way!
Yeah, so you're picking it up. You're picking it up.
Yeah. By adding these really fun, they're like chic combat boots, but I think that softness is still there with the material of the sweatpants. All of those words that you were touching on are really reflected within this outfit. You know, sometimes we have those days where we want to like show up, be like, yeah, you know what? This is me. Other days we're like, okay, maybe we just need to tone this down a little bit and just be a little bit more of like, okay, maybe just one of those words. In which case, you know, you could still utilize pants like we were just talking about, these black and white sweatpants, but maybe do like a softer, like this gorgeous mauve top with it instead. What
I'm feeling in response to what you're saying is that when I'm more out in the world, I interestingly like to put on something more like this. And I can feel that when I do put it on, I walk differently even just through my house, or I walk, you know, differently that day.
Yeah.
If I'm maybe just like going to the store or whatever, then I'll put on something that's just a little more like chilled back.
That's perfect because you're going to have days where you just feel differently. Can we just talk about this? Like you were saying that you feel like, tell me
well,
how you
I've only
feel
worn this once because I've only gone out once in a really long time, like out.
Yeah.
And I felt like a superhero when I had it on.
This is a statement piece. It's so cool. But you pair this with, you know, a pair of distressed black jeans. It allows for this bodysuit to be that like main message. You throw on your awesome black combat boots, and it's a loud outfit, but it's not necessarily giving the full impression of who you are, and that's okay too. So people might not pick up on that like softness to you, but they'll still pick up on, you know, the uniqueness. You always want to make sure that no matter what you're doing, no matter what you have going on, that you feel like you.
Most people are like, I would never wear that, or I could never wear that.
Yeah.
So in what way, like how do other people begin to find what is their unique maybe representation of them, instead of just going for like a black sweater when they see it and they're like, oh, well, I like a black sweater, so I'm gonna get a black sweater.
Yeah.
So like, how do you enter into that?
I'll even guide some of my clients through just a basic meditation to envision how they want to see themselves and how they want to see their higher selves, their future selves, and how their past self, or actually their present self, can really be supportive of that. Take that time to look inward first and just take little steps. You know, when something appeals to you, ask yourself why. You know, what is it about that individual piece that you like? What is it that's connecting with you? What's the message that you're receiving from it?
This was almost one of the final things that I've done to show my transformation on my inside, really on the outside, and that has been happening for years prior.
Yes. And that's something that I think a lot of people don't realize, is that the transformation really does begin inside. Once, you know, you've done so much work, so much growth, then it can translate into your personal style as the next step.
I'm so excited to say that you're going to be a facilitator at the 2020 Weekend Getaway.
Yes.
Where you will be doing what? What's your workshop?
Yes, so my workshop is Show Up How You Want to Be Seen. So it's just all about, you know, what we were talking about today, just making sure that the pieces that you are gravitating towards are really reflecting who you are inside. So my website is susanpadronstylist.com, and that's where you can find all the information about the different services that I provide.
Thank you for being with us, and thank you for tuning in to Rise TV.